Conversations from the Cave is a raw self-help podcast dedicated to discussing men's issues. From pornography to parenting, from religion to real life, from learning to loving. We discuss the real issues that affect real men every day. Join us each week for powerful, revealing Conversations from the Cave. Now your host, Kirk Kennedy.
Welcome to Conversations from the Cave. I'm your host, Kirk Kennedy. It's a pleasure to be with you each and every Sunday at noon on Spreaker.com. We come to you this week with the guys back in the cave. For the last 2 weeks, we have had our cave beautified by a woman being in the cave sharing her opinions on what women want. I thought that would be more apropos given the fact that guys really don't know what women want, and I thought it'd be best coming from a woman. Today's topic will be the topic of living your dreams. We believe that men are ambitious. It's one of the drives that keeps us going. It's very difficult to be productive when, remain positive in a relationship when you're not fulfilling goals. It's very difficult to remain motivated and excited about life when your dreams are being unfulfilled. So tonight we're going to talk about how to balance your life and to include some of your dreams and some of your loves in your life. So tonight I want to ask each of you guys to be somewhat transparent in sharing what are some of your dreams and what are the ones that have become realities versus those things which are yet to be accomplished. And then secondly, how to dream and reach them. If you've reached your dream or reached your goal, how did you reach it? And what advice would you give to guys who are listening? So Mustang, I know that I'm starting out with you because I know that your profession is very, very unique in that it is not something very many people do, and even fewer people of color do what you do. So could you share with us a little bit about what you do, and is this your dream? Are you living your dream job?
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, very much. It is awesome. It's out of this world. It's easily my dream job. Again, very excited about tonight's topic. I've just got so many things to say about it, but I'll keep it brief in this opening and just say, yeah, I love it to death. I think it's fantastic. I'm a voice actor. I've voiced things from commercials, TV, museums, video games, everything. It's absolutely the world's biggest dream job. It's amazing. And
does it feel like work? I just wanted to ask. Does it feel like work?
It doesn't when I'm doing it. And again, I can get into more of that later. When I'm doing it, no. The actual talking, no, that's not work at all. Unless I'm doing like an e-learning, which is long and, kind of drawn out, then it feels a little more like work. But then I think of like somebody roofing or somebody like working anywhere else in the world. And I'm like, this is Chris, like, just stop and enjoy what you're doing. Like, so I can be out in the yard. I was out editing some files while I was watching the kids play in the pool. It was just out of this world. So yeah, it's amazing. So being a voice actor and having your own home studio, it's pretty darn awesome.
Nice.
So it's a really cool thing. But again, there's a lot more to that.
Yeah, we'll circle back around. Yeah, we'll circle back around. BA, you're usually right there in the middle. You're in house with us tonight. Hopefully, you're plugged in with us. Do you have dreams? And have you realized any of them, or are they unrequited loves that have not been attained yet, or where are you in your journey?
Hey, this is BA here in Huntsville. As we started talking about this show, dreams also should be your vision for your futures, your future, which we don't know our future, but it's coming to us, whether we like it or not. And as I say that, just one of my dreams, especially when I was little, is I wanted to be a dad. I wanted to be able to have kids, and God has blessed me with that. And I would have liked to have had them before my mother passed. That wasn't in the cards, but being a father is something I desire, I guess, because, I do want the legacy of my family name to go on.
Oh, okay.
And then just be, a husband to, a beautiful woman, a wife, and just,
that's a big list. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, just as I shared that part. I'm still working towards my dream or vision, and as I say that, I just wanted to share with people, if you're looking for your vision or dream, there's a book called Chazon, Chazon, and that's the Hebrew meaning for a dream, revelation, or vision. So it's in each and every one of us to meet those desires, to see what God, or if you have a higher power, your higher power is drawing you to, because we're made to seek, to find, to search.
Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing. Nola, I know that you've got your hands in quite a few things. Are you living your dream? Do you have dreams that are of your future? Or talk to us.
This is Nola 73, meet you where you at, and basically I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say no for this one reason. I am always doing things that I don't like to do, but I need to do to get to where I want to be, to live my dreams and to live my goals. And, word of advice is sometimes in life we have to do things that we don't want to do to get to where we want to go. But then along that course, things change. And I thought that I had something that I was living until, God instilled in me something different and ignited a fire behind me, and it felt good. And when it felt good, it came natural. It was easy for me to do. And I knew at that moment that that's something that I was designed to do. And so I started working on my craft and reading information about how to be a little bit more skilled at it, informative and creative. And in doing that, God rained blessings down upon me. So now anybody that I come into, I'm able to pour out after hearing their story, or hearing their vision, pour out into them excitement, passion, generating motivation and giving them the ability to know that they can do whatever it is that they want to do. And that's my dream. That's my goal. That's my vision. Am I living it? Yes, but not all the time. This is something that I want to do all the time, and that is just generate motivation and inspire people with what they have, the vision that God gave to them. And in doing that, it's a yes and a no.
Sure. I wanted to interject that the first thing that I think is really important about what you said is this concept of helping others along the way. If you set in life the goal of serving and helping to propel others forward, you'll reach it. And you'll find that you reach your own goals by virtue of serving other people and helping them reach theirs. I think it's really unique that we have such a diverse group of guys. We have some entrepreneurs, we have some employed, we have, just a wide array of different backgrounds. And, I should, normally I don't offer my own thoughts on this, but I have to admit that, through the vicissitudes of life that, I had to ask myself a question from time to time, which is, am I living my dream? Am I living the very best life that God has provided, or inspired? And am I really living up to what I should be doing? I think a lot of times there are, questions along the way. Is this my passion, or is this a calling I wish to do because of some external reason? And I think each guy has to do a gut check and say, hey, what am I here for? What is my purpose? And I think that once you have solidified your purpose, immersing yourself in it will bear a lot more fruit. And I think that's something that each of you has kind of alluded to, that you are deriving some satisfaction from walking in your purpose. Mustang, you kind of alluded, because your job is so unique. You said that it really provides you with a lot of satisfaction. It's kind of your dream job. Not everybody has a dream job. I think my job's kind of a dream job, but, I don't ever talk about my job, but, I think that having a dream job puts you in a place where you almost have to balance faith and your experience. How did you decide to make that leap of faith into your dream job and believe that it was going to happen for you? Because there are a lot of guys who sit on the sidelines wanting to do a dream job, but maybe a little too fearful about getting out and actually making it happen. How did you motivate yourself to actually make that great leap of faith?
It's funny you say that. There's two ways that it happens.
you don't have a choice. I know that
or
one.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You do it, or life literally punch you, and you're forced to do it. And of course, it was something I'd always love, and I was doing it for free, and this, that, and the other. And people at my old jobs, I used to work at a bank, would tell you, and even when I worked for AT&T years ago, I used to do voicemails, and people, oh my God, like, where'd you get that British accent? How'd you do that? And can you do that for my voicemail? And one guy, I never forget, I did it when he was very, very small. And I mean, that guy probably wasn't making, $500 a month. And now he's making over six figures, and he still has me as his voicemail guy.
Yeah, there you
go. And this is just a guy that, like I said, it started out, as kind of a joke sort of, just me having fun
fooling around. Yeah, you didn't realize that it was something that could actually be used to.
I didn't know that how powerful it really could be. And so anyway, long story short, to answer your question directly, it's kind of like, I kind of waited out, life kind of kicked me out in this, murky, muddy, I don't know, swamp kind of marsh thing. And I'm, already a quarter of the way in, and I'm about halfway in, and I'm like, well, I'm already here. Like, I got to keep going. And so everybody's telling me to go back. What are you doing? This is crazy. Go back. And then eventually my wife will tell you in a heartbeat, she started out, no, don't do this. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. You need to get another job. This is just a hobby. And then now it's to the point literally where she quit her job. And she's like, hey, how can I help you? Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do to help you, to forward this thing? So, again, guys, there's two big things. If I can tell anybody real quick, there's two very big things. If you love it, guys out there, guys, girls, ladies, if you love it, do it. Don't wait. Don't let anybody sit there and tell you, oh, well, this is there is never going to be a perfect time. Never.
Right.
There will never
that was going to be my point number two.
Right. What you going to say?
Yeah, that's point number two. There's never a perfect time to do it.
There is never. I'm telling you from somebody, I just booked a Dish commercial that's going to be playing this football season. It's national. So, you guys, if you have Sirius Radio, you'll hear it. But long story short, two actually Dish commercials. But if you love it, just do it. Do not let anybody stop you. Do not let anything stop you if it's something you love. It will wake you up in the morning, and it's going to keep you planning at night. And you already know you'll wake up, you're excited, you can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait to finish this website. I can't wait to go do this. I can't wait to do that. And at night you're like, oh man, what am I going to do tomorrow? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? If it's just for the money, you're going to have a hard time. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
If it's just for the money. It's going to be rough. And then the last thing, real quick on that note, is the same amazingly awesome freedom that is such a blessing when you set out on your own. There's no schedule, no limits, no walls. If you want to sleep until 11 a.m., you can do it. If you want to skip a week of work, you can do it. You can head to the beach, whatever you want. That same amazingly awesome freedom and blessing is the exact same double-edged sword curse. You have the freedom to do whatever you want. There's no limits, no walls. If you want to wake up at 11 a.m., you can. If you want to skip a week of work, you can. But I promise you're not going to get paid.
Yeah,
you are going. It is your life. There's no boss over you cracking the whip, but there's no boss over you cracking the whip.
Yeah.
So that means, and everybody, oh man, I can do that. No big deal. That's fine.
It's harder. It's harder.
Yeah. It's so much harder.
Much harder. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but I can give you any advice. Those two are probably my biggest two pieces of advice for anybody.
Nola, I saw your hand go up. You wanted to say something.
Yes. So what I wanted to do is just piggyback off of Mustang and just basically let everybody know at the same time, he's telling you to go for it, do with your heart, follow your heart, your desires. And I just so happened today when, we got the topic, I said, you know what, let me talk to a few people and get some understanding and get a little bit more dialect. So what I've learned and talking to about 3 to 4 people today, is that everybody that had dreams and visions, the first thing came out their mouth was, I just didn't have the financing. And I just want to tell you that sometimes it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about you just putting forth the effort to follow your desire. And money will come. People are gravitating to ideas. And if you just trust in God and BA would definitely tell you, if you just trust in God, when you just put your, there's a scripture in the Bible, in the book of Habakkuk, that says, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets. For those that read it, they will be able to run with it. And what I'm saying, I'm going to cut it, but it's in Habakkuk 2:2-4. When you write your vision down and you read it back to yourself, you start to put forth action. You start to do other things. You start to write business plans. You start to write down how you want things to go. CEOs, COOs, management, employees, your staff, you want to know all of that. You put all of this down in detail. Is it time consuming? Yes. But can it be worth it at the end? Yes, it can be worth it. It can be rewarding. And most of us got to quit complaining. We get up every day, we go out here, we bust butt,